Wander open roads with us to Yosemite National Park as we check out a true hidden gem. Hey everybody, this is Rob.
And Miko.
And we're Wander Open Roads. Hey, so thanks for joining us. So today we're going to introduce you to a part of Yosemite National Park that is only visited by about 5% of the visitors. So out of 4 to 5 million people, only 5% actually go to this part of Yosemite. And it's a cool place with a funny name. It's called Hetch Hetchy. And it is officially the Hetch Hetchy Valley and the Hetch Hetchy Reservoir. Okay? And this is in the northwest corner of Yosemite. It's about 38 miles from Yosemite Valley, and it is very close to the Big Oak Flat entrance station off of Highway 120. Okay, if you're going to go check it out, there are no vehicles greater than 25 foot allowed, so do not take your RV unless you have a small B van or a very small Class C. The hiking at this location is among the best we've ever done. There are 2 of North America's tallest waterfalls that come down, cascade down 1,000-foot granite cliffs. This place is absolutely spectacular. It is open during daylight hours from sunrise to sunset. There is a small parking lot there, and there aren't any type of amenities, so you need to bring your food, bring your water, things of that nature. There is absolutely nothing there but a parking lot. Okay, just giving a little bit of history about this place. Back during when they had the San Francisco earthquake and fire back in 1906 that destroyed the city, Congress passed the Raker Act, specifically authorizing the construction of the Shaughnessy Dam in the Hetch Hetchy Valley. And this dam was created and completed in 1923, and it holds 117 billion gallons of clean drinking water. There are 2 plants downstream that provide hydroelectric power from this 8-mile reservoir. It is the single largest body of water within the national park, and it is the primary water source for about 2.7 million residents of the San Francisco Bay Area. So this was an area that John Muir and the conservationists of the day tried to protect and keep anyone from building anything there. But after the San Francisco earthquake and fire that destroyed the city, they had the political pressure and capital to go ahead and get it done. So so interesting story with the construction of this dam, but it is an absolute gem and definitely a cool place to hike and check out. All right, so this officially begins the start of the trail. It is an over 12-mile round trip, but we only ended up going about 5 miles round trip, which trust me was enough for us. It took us in the 3.5 to 4 hour range, including stops. So it's a nice half-day hike if you do what we did. If you're going to do the entire trail, that may be a 1 to 2 day hike, potentially an overnight situation. But we didn't want to bite off more than we could chew. But if you have a good half a day, you can go and see what we saw, and you will definitely enjoy it. So here we come to our first small waterfall, which was pretty cool. I actually had to, dip my bottle in there and get some water and drink it just to commemorate the occasion. And so on to bigger waterfalls. Here we go. So we happened to run across one of the park rangers, trail guides, and they are definitely good to talk to and get information. He basically, told us that the path was open and kind of what obstacles may lay ahead. So definitely good to stop and talk to those folks. So here's the second waterfall that we ran across, but not the one that we are looking for. There is another one a little further down that is much larger. We're going to get a lot closer to it. Definitely take advantage of any shade opportunities, which we did. It wasn't super hot. It was probably about 78 degrees on this day, but the sun was definitely shining bright, and there weren't a lot of places to really get shade. So definitely stop, take a break, make sure you bring plenty of water and snacks. I had a hiking stick, just a stick that I found that I kind of used. But hiking stick would be helpful, and some good hiking boots. So we're getting some encouragement and some information on the trail moving forward, because we're about to cross over a big waterfall where we're going to have to basically cross through it. So that's that's a little interesting, but yeah. So this is one here, but then we're going to come to a much larger one coming up here. So it looks daunting, but it really wasn't that bad. But you definitely have to be careful on where you step. You don't want to slip and fall, or lose your balance, because if you do and you fall down that hill, it's a no bueno situation. One of the biggest problems I had on this hike is that you need to watch your step to make sure you don't slip or trip on anything. But the views are so spectacular, you just want to look out into the distance rather than look down at where you're walking. So yeah, I mean that is one of the more beautiful places that you are going to ever hike right there. It is spectacular.
So we have finally made it to our destination, the highlight of this hike. And boy, I tell you, it was an adventure. It was spectacular. It was everything. I mean, I don't think we've been this close to falls before. And man, I tell you, I mean, soaking wet.
Oh yeah, I mean, I literally took my shirt off afterwards and wrung it out. It was just, I was completely drenched.
Yeah, I mean, the path actually continues after this point, but we were so drenched. I mean, we couldn't really see anything. The camera was wet. We were wet. So it was like, you know what? I saw that falls and I was like, you know what? I think I am good. I mean, get a little closer to get, some nice footage of it. But honestly, I think I've had enough of the falls. I kind of want to see it from a distance at this point. I don't need to be up close and personal at this point. So, but I really like the falls. What did you think about it?
The falls were amazing. That water was so cold and refreshing, but the nice thing about it was by the time we walked back to the dam, I was completely dry. Just from the sun and everything. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely worth hiking all the way to those falls, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you. Did you think it was worth the hike? Because that was a pretty long hike.
Oh yeah. It was absolutely worth it because we actually got we were encouraged by the park ranger that we met and a couple of other people to kind of keep on going, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely worth it. I mean, the falls is just amazing. It was a great, view of it just from a distance, but once you get up close and personal, you really just see how beautiful this falls is.
Yeah, for sure. So as we head back across through this little waterfall here, we head on back to the car. We still have a pretty long way to go, about 2 miles to get back to the truck to get on back to the campground. But this was definitely worth it. We had a spectacular time. Please leave some comments, ask questions. If you've been on this particular hiking trail, let us know. If you want to go, if you have any questions, please let us know also. We totally enjoy it and highly recommend it for sure. Thanks for joining us for another Wander Open Roads adventure, and we will see you next time.
Wander safely.